Okay, so good morning, all. Let's start. So we were just discussing about the various GUI kind of controls that we can create in NetBeans. So we'll continue with the same. I'll move on to the book first of all. So last time we discussed about this reset button, how we can create this reset button. This is one simple GUI form where principal, rate, and time is to be entered. And then when you click on this button, automatically simple interest is calculated and that can be shown in this label, right? For finding this out, we have to write this code. Let's understand this code. We need three variables: principal, rate, and um, S interest. These three variables are required. And then another type time is required. Now this is taken as double type because it can be in decimal form also. A byte will be um, a simple integer. Why it is byte? Because byte is the shortest of all different data types in integer form. उसकी जो length है 127 से बड़ी नहीं हो सकती. So as we know, the time cannot be more than 127. That's why byte is taken. Although you can take it as integer also. There's no problem in that also. And this line is just reading out all the values enter in text field 1. Text field 1 dot get text will read, parse double will convert that into double, and that will save in the this variable principal. Similarly, rate is calculated, time is taken. Then we apply the formula. Now this is important. How do we apply formula? Principal into rate into time over 100. So this has to be multiplied. Now important thing is that this should be kept in bracket. Otherwise क्या होगा कि अगर हम divide देखें तो वो हमें क्या करना है, हमें तीनों को मल्टीप्लाई करने के बाद 100 से डिवाइड करना है. सो दैट्स व्हाई वी पुट दिस इन ब्रैकेट. So principal into rate into time is calculated, and then whatever answer comes, we divide that answer with 100. So we'll get that interest, and that interest we are printing in the text field, J text field 4. The name of the text field is 4. Right? The names can be altered as I told you already that we can write in simple name. Right click करो control पे and then change variable name option होता है. वहाँ से आप उसको एक short variable की तरह use कर सकते हो. Right? I'll show you one control. This form that I'm going to show you is not for simple interest, it is for compound interest. Just, yes. So now in this form, you see there's a text field for principal, rate, and time. The user will enter certain values over here. तो यूजर जो भी एंटर करता है उसका कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट कैलकुलेट किया जाएगा, अमाउंट कैलकुलेट की जाएगी, एंड बोथ विल बी प्रिंटेड हियर. Right? I'll show you the question also. I have the question right now. Now if you can see, this is the question. uh, Principal, rate, time, three text fields are to be entered. Amount is calculated with this formula. Amount is equal to principal into 1 plus r over 100 to the power t. P is principal, r is rate, and t is time. Right? And interest, compound interest is always amount minus principal. So we have to apply formula over here for these two different text fields or labels, whatever you have used. Now let's see the coding. Double click calculate button. This line will read the value from the first text field. The name of the text field is T1. Right? So I have changed the names. I'll right click and show you. Change variable name. This is T1. And then this one is T2. And this one is T3. And this label is named as L1, L small. The second label is L2, small. Right? So this line will read the value from the first text field, which is for the principal, So T1 dot get text will read the value from T1, and then parse double will convert that into decimal form, and that will be saved to a variable named P. Fine. Similarly, R, we have taken a variable where rate, the value present in rate column will be calculated. Now we have used double type data type because sometimes the principal amount may be in decimals, or rate can also be in decimals, and time, although its time cannot be in decimals, but we have taken it double also. There's no issue in that, right? So, so three variables we are reading out, and then whatever values are entered in those three text fields, this one, and this one, they are entered in P, R, and T respectively, right? Now we need to apply the formula. Now see, पहली चीज थी P multiply 1 plus R over 100 to the power T. Now how will you add power T? For that we use a method called as pow, which belongs to math class. So we'll write math dot pow bracket this comma T. So this is 1 plus R over 100, comma T means इसका power T है. So इसका जो भी रिजल्ट आएगा 1 plus R over 100, उसकी जो भी फाइनल आंसर आएगा, that will be counted as one number, comma T will be counted as the time. So this will calculate the actual formula, which was this 1 plus R over 100 to the power T, right? So whatever answer comes, we will multiply that by P prime, the principal amount. So for that we have written P star, right? So it will go step by step. First of all, R over 100 will be calculated. Whatever answer comes, one added to that. Then power of that particular value, whatever answer comes out of this, उसकी पावर T हो जाएगी, वो कैलकुलेट होगी. फिर जो भी आंसर इस पूरे का आता है, उसको हम P से मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं. So we'll get the amount, right? And for interest, I've taken a variable I. So amount minus P will be your interest. And then in label L1, we have printed the amount, and in L2, we have printed the interest, right? Let's run the file and see what actually is happening. As you can see, this is the GUI form. Now if I put 12,000 as principal, 10% rate, and let's say time I've taken 5. When I click on calculate, I'll get the answer in decimals, right? Because we have taken double type, right? So answer is 19326.12 and keeps on calculating. Then interest is this minus 12,000, we'll get 7,326 as interest, right? Then there is a clear button, right? How will you clear button का मतलब है कि when you click on this clear button, whatever entered here will be cleared. I'll show you. Just I'll click on clear. So whatever we have written over here, it is all removed. Now how do we do this clear button coding? For this is the clear button coding. We'll double click on clear button. See T1.setText blank. What this does is setText method, we know that it prints. When we write inverted comma, nothing into it, that means it will print blank. So whatever is written in T1 will be overwritten by a blank space. So ये overwrite करता है, पुराने डेटा को रिमूव करके नया डेटा ऐड करता है. So जो भी वहाँ लिखा होगा उसकी जगह पे blank आ जाएगा. So blank is nothing. Or we can do is we can write null in place of this inverted comma. This also does the same thing. So whatever is written there will be converted into, it will overwritten by null. Null means nothing. It is blank. So वो खाली स्पेस को प्रिंट करता है. खाली स्पेस को मतलब कि जो कुछ पहले था उसको रिमूव करके खाली स्पेस प्रिंट होगी, तो आपको वो टेक्स्ट फील्ड ब्लैंक लगेगा, राइट? सो व्हाट वी आर डूइंग इज वी आर प्रिंटिंग इन ऑल द थिंग्स. टेक्स्ट फील्ड 1 में प्रिंट कर दिया ब्लैंक, 2 में भी कर दिया, 3 में भी कर दिया, लेबल में भी कर दिया, लेबल 2 में भी कर दिया, राइट? सो so we are printing these null spaces on the text which are written. So when you run this button, so whatever is written there, उसकी जगह पे null या blank जो है वो print होगा. तो पुराना डेटा रिमूव होके blank आ जाएगा, right? So this is how we can create a clear button. And the last one was exit button. Exit button की कोडिंग हमने लास्ट टाइम भी की थी. We'll simply write system.exit0. So this command closes the current application. कि जब भी ये कमांड आती है तो आपकी जो विंडो है, जो भी डायलॉग बॉक्स ओपन है, वो क्लोज हो जाएगा. ये क्रॉस वाला काम करता है, ये जो क्रॉस बटन होता है, क्लोज बटन, राइट. सो वी हैव created this exit button over here. So when you click on exit, जो भी GUI फॉर्म रन हो रहा होगा वो बंद हो जाएगा. I'll just show you this again. Now and I clear whatever you write here, like if I put 10,000 something, I click clear, so that's it, that is cleared. How it is clearing? वो जो पुराना डेटा है उसकी जगह पे ओवरराइट कर दिया हमने ब्लैंक स्पेस को, तो पुराना डेटा रिमूव हो गया, उसकी जगह पे ब्लैंक स्पेस प्रिंट हो गया. एग्जिट बटन व्हेन यू क्लिक, so that particular control will be closed. Fine. So that's how we can calculate, we can use a GUI form to calculate certain small kind of forms we can create out of it. Now next thing is control structure. Now this part is again very important part. Now what happen is, when a program is run, it always starts from the very first line and then keep on executing till the last line, right? So ये एक सीक्वेंस में हमेशा रन होता है प्रोग्राम. सीक्वेंस का मतलब ये है कि जैसे ये कोड है, वो हमेशा शुरू से, स्टार्टिंग से, फर्स्ट लाइन से एग्जीक्यूशन शुरू करता है. पहले फर्स्ट लाइन एग्जीक्यूट हुई तो इसका मतलब है 3 वेरिएबल्स डिक्लेयर हो गए डबल टाइप के. सेकेंड लाइन पे एक और वेरिएबल बन गया बाइट टाइप का. थर्ड लाइन पे आए तो आपका टेक्स्ट फील्ड 1 में से वैल्यू रीड कर ली गई. देन नेक्स्ट लाइन. तो इट ऑलवेज डज इन ए सीक्वेंस. इसको बोलते हैं सीक्वेंशियल एक्सेस, राइट. इट ऑलवेज प्रेफर गोइंग लाइन बाय लाइन, right from the starting in the main method, right. But in case if we want that certain conditions to be put in between, कि अगर वो कंडीशन ट्रू होती है तब हम कुछ पर्टिकुलर ब्लॉक्स को चलाएं, और अगर वो कंडीशन फॉल्स होती है तब हम उस ब्लॉक को छोड़ के किसी और ब्लॉक को चलाएं. ब्लॉक इन द सेंस ग्रुप ऑफ स्टेटमेंट्स. इसका जो सिंपलेस्ट एग्जांपल है वो है इफ स्टेटमेंट. ठीक है, इसको बोलते हैं सिलेक्शन स्टेटमेंट, बिकॉज सिलेक्शन इज डन एज पर द कंडीशंस गिवन. तो इफ में व्हाट वी डू इज, इफ के अंदर ब्रैकेट के अंदर हम एक कंडीशन लिखते हैं, whatever condition, x greater than 100, x less than 200, like that. So if this condition is satisfied, then we'll run these statements, and if this condition is not satisfied, then we'll not run this part of the statements, we'll go to the else part. तो तब ये ब्लॉक स्टेटमेंट जो है एल्स वाला ब्लॉक जो है स्टेटमेंट्स का ग्रुप जो है वो रन होगा. तो ये क्या कर रहे हैं हम लोग, सिलेक्शन कर रहे हैं. अगर आपका कंडीशन ट्रू होता है तो विल फॉलो दिस, इफ द कंडीशन इज false then we'll follow else part. So sometimes we need certain conditions, right? We need to decide upon certain conditions. Like for example, there's a question like how will you find the prime number, or how will you find the even number and odd number. So even number ढूंढना है तो हमें क्या करना होगा, वो 2 से डिवाइड करो, अगर तो रिमाइंडर आ गया 0 तो वो इवन है, अगर रिमाइंडर आ गया अदर देन 0 देन विल राइट इट इज ऑड नंबर. ऐसे चेक करेंगे. सो फॉर दैट वी हैव टू write a condition, right? Like I'll just write here, if whatever is the variable, if let's say x is the variable, if x divided by 2, don't write divide, I'll write modulus 2. If we divide x by 2 and find out the remainder, if remainder is equal to 0, x मॉडुलस 2 क्या करेगा, x की जो भी वैल्यू है उसको 2 से डिवाइड करेगा और रिमाइंडर कैलकुलेट करेगा. अगर तो वो पूरा 2 से डिवाइड हो रहा है तो रिमाइंडर 0 होना है. अगर आपका रिमाइंडर 0 है तब हम क्या करेंगे, एक कर्ली ब्रैकेट लेंगे एंड देन विल राइट, और we'll use a print statement system dot out dot print, and we'll type it is even number, right? And we'll close the bracket. Else, again open bracket, system dot out dot print, it is odd, and close the bracket. So what we are doing is we are finding out what is the value of x. So we'll divide it by 2 and we'll calculate the remainder. If the remainder is 0, then we'll match whether it is 0 or not. If it is 0, then we'll print this line. If it is not 0, then else part, this line will be printed. Okay, so ये है condition statement. So this is called a selection statement. So we are selecting certain group of statements based on the condition given. If the condition is true, we'll follow the if block. If the condition is false, then we'll follow the else block. We'll leave this if वाला part. तब ये वाला ब्लॉक स्किप हो जाता है और हम सिर्फ नीचे वाला ब्लॉक रन करते हैं, राइट? Let's see this. Let's see this on GUI form. Let's create one form. Right click, new JFrame form. The name I'm giving is even odd. Let's take a label. Take one text field, put a button and a label to show the answer. In this label we'll write enter the number. टेक्स्ट फील्ड को ब्लैंक कर दो और इसका नाम हम रख लेते हैं टी, स्मॉल टी। बटन का नाम रख लो चेक, लेबल को ब्लैंक करो, I always give border to the labels because otherwise label को ढूंढना मुश्किल हो जाता है, it's not visible, right? So now the label's name we need to change variable name. Let's take it small l, right? We'll go to the coding, I'll double click on the button. So let's take a variable int x is equal to integer dot parse int inverted comma, not inverted comma, t dot get text. So this will read the value from the text field and now we need to check it. How will you check? Put if bracket x modulus 2 equal to 0. If this is true, put a bracket and then write l dot set text and in bracket we'll write the number is even. And after if we'll write else, again put a bracket, l dot set text the number is odd. right? Equal to should not have space, so with that we have to be careful. Right, so let's check this thing. Let me run the file. Let's run the file now. In this form, put a number, any number, like if I put 500, check, the number is even. And if I put 501, check, the number is odd, right? So ये क्या कर रहा है, इस नंबर को, जैसे 500 था, 500 को 2 से डिवाइड किया, और अगर रिमाइंडर 0 आ रहा है डिवाइड करने के बाद, देन विल गेट इनटू इफ कंडीशन, और अगर रिमाइंडर 0 नहीं आ रहा है, देन विल गो इनटू एल्स कंडीशन, राइट? So this is all about your selection statement, conditional statements. If this condition is satisfied, this line will run. If this condition is not satisfied, we'll move on to else. तो else ब्लॉक के अंदर जो लाइन है वो रन होगी. ब्लॉक का मतलब है इस ब्रैकेट से लेके इस ब्रैकेट के बीच में. You can have multiple lines also. You can write 2, 3, 4, 5 lines like that, right? Okay, let's see what all things else are written. Conditional expression is always enclosed in parentheses. All the conditional expressions, expression मतलब ये जो ब्रैकेट में लिखा है, ये हमेशा राउंड ब्रैकेट में लिखी जाती है conditional expression. And it may be simple or compound. Simple or compound means you can write one statement like x modulus 2 equal to 0, or you can write some other way, like you can put two conditions here. Okay, x greater than 5 and x less than 10, right? So such multiple conditions can also be written in this. Compound statement हम उसको बोलते हैं, जैसे if x greater than 0, and we write in this form, double ampersand, x less than equal to 100. So this will check two things: either the value should be greater than, not either, it should be greater than 0 also, as well as it should be less than 100 and equal to 100. So the number should lie between 0 to 100. तो एक रेंज बन गई कि आपकी x की वैल्यू या तो 0 से बड़ी हो, या और साथ में 100 से छोटी होनी चाहिए, 0 से बड़ी होनी चाहिए, दोनों कंडीशंस ट्रू होनी चाहिए. So this is compound statement. We can write compound statement in place of this condition also. यहाँ पे हम compound भी डाल सकते हैं, right? Each statement blocks must have a single or multiple elements to be executed, statements to be executed. So each block, this is one block, we have to write one or more statements. At least one is to be there, and you can write more statements also in both the blocks. And these blocks are always enclosed in curly brackets, right? One more thing I wish to tell you, that if there is single line here, then we can skip these curly brackets also, but it only happens when we have single line, right? But if we have multiple statements here, like if I want 2, 3 print statements, it based on it depends upon the program that you are making. If you want to print it two times or three times, then we have to write 3 statements here in this block. So but जब multiple statements होनी चाहिए तब आपको curly bracket लगाना ही पड़ेगा. But अगर एक ही है तो आप curly bracket को remove कर सकते हो. I'll just show you here too in the GUI form. Like if we have only one line here, so we can remove this curly bracket also. Even then your program will run, right? Else में लगा हुआ है, if में हमने नहीं लगाया curly bracket. तब भी आपका प्रोग्राम रन हो जाएगा. देयर इज नो एरर, एज यू कैन सी देयर इज नो एरर, बिल्ड सक्सेसफुल. फाइन. else condition is optional, that it's not compulsory to put else. else हमेशा कंपलसरी नहीं होता है. अगर आपको सिर्फ एक ही कंडीशन देखनी है, दूसरा पार्ट उसका नहीं देखना है, तो आप सिर्फ इफ लगा दो, else छोड़ सकते हो. And else is only used when you want some action to be taken if the condition, test condition is false. अगर false हो जाती है कि test condition, उसके बाद आपको कुछ statements डालनी हैं, the program requires that, then you can go with else. Otherwise else is optional. Right. Now here we have a program where we are checking the age of a voter. Right. So if the age entered is greater than or equal to 18, then a message will come, you are eligible to vote. And if it is less than 18, a message will come, you are not eligible. Right. And that to be done with the help of message dialog. We need a separate dialog box. So ये print करना है. ये option pane dot show message dialog, you are eligible to vote and you are not eligible. इसमें कुछ नहीं है, कंडीशन वही है. if if integer dot parse in jtext will one dot get text, the full statement is written here in the if statement only. Otherwise you can take a variable x and you can write int x is equal to all this, and then here in place of this statement you can put if x is greater than is equal to 18, as we have done in just done in the example just we have seen. Right. So this will read the value from the text field, convert that into integer, and then it will check कि जो नंबर आया है क्या वो बड़ा है 18 से या 18 के इक्वल है. तो अगर ट्रू होता है तो आपका ये डायलॉग बॉक्स प्रिंट होगा, अगर वो फॉल्स होता है तो एल्स वाला चलेगा. राइट. तो इट्स द सेम काइंड ऑफ एग्जांपल जो हमें इवन ऑड वाला किया है वैसे ही. राइट. So this line was used to retrieve the value from the text field and convert into int. So either you can do is you can put x is equal to this, और यहाँ पे इसकी जगह पे आप x लगा दो, यहाँ पे x greater than is equal to 18 लिख सकते हो. Right. So it's up to you what to do. Right. Then these are the two printouts, printing statements. If में आपका ये eligible to vote होगा और else में आएगा not eligible to vote. Right. Then in this if also we can also put nested if. Nested if condition मतलब कि if के बाद else में जाने पे, यानी कि in case the statement is not satisfied, then we go to else. Else में again I want to check one more condition, then I can put if here also. Else if this condition is true, then run the statement and write else, and this else belongs to this if. Now उसके बाद और कोई condition देनी है, you can also put another if condition and then keep on going. This else belongs to this if. This is called as nested if के अंदर दूसरा if. Fine. Like here we have some sample run of weekday finder. So day one weekday finder button is there. So these are radio buttons used here. Select the day one, so we'll get that name here, Monday. Day 2 select किया तो Tuesday, day 3 किया तो Wednesday. Likewise for every day we have to print the name of that particular day. इसके लिए आपका जो कोड होगा इस तरह आएगा. First statement will be if radio button 1 dot is selected. So if first radio button is selected, then text field 1 will be printing else. Else if second radio button if it is selected. Else if मतलब in case first वाला नहीं select हुआ तो हम else में जाएंगे और उसमें फिर से कंडीशन है कि क्या सेकंड वाला सेलेक्टेड है, रेडियो बटन 2 सेलेक्टेड है. अगर वो सेलेक्टेड है तो ट्यूसडे प्रिंट करो. और अगर ये भी गलत है, ये दिस कंडीशन इज ऑल्सो फॉल्स, देन विल गो टू एल्स। उसमें फिर से कंडीशन है कि थर्ड वाला चेक करो, अगर वो सिलेक्टेड है तो वेडनेसडे कर दो, नहीं तो एल्स में जाओ, राइट। So likewise we keep on checking all different if conditions and their corresponding else conditions. So likewise we can print everything, right? Let's just do this program also. हम एक फॉर्म बना के देखते हैं। Day finder, I am giving the name, a label I need to print, button I need, then radio buttons are required, right? For day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6 and day 7, right? Here you can write day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6 and day 7, right? On the button I'm writing day finder, and this label I'm clearing the label. Now right click, change variable name. I'll change this into R1, this as R2, this as R3, right? Now it is not compulsory to change the name, but you should know the names. How will you come to know? You can know it from here. This is radio button 5. So I'll just write R5 so that it's easier for me to write the code, right? Label का हम L ही रख लेंगे, small l, right? Now let's go to the code part. If R1 dot is selected, अगर R1 वाला selected है तो L dot set text inverted comma Monday. Else if R2 dot is selected, then L dot set text Tuesday, right? I've copied the lines. So if R3 is selected, then Wednesday. If R4 is selected, then Thursday. If R5 is selected, Friday. And if R6 is selected, then Saturday. And else not R7 is selected, then it is Sunday, right? This is how multiple if else ladder is used. Now just see this program. So just see this program. If I select day 1, click here, Monday will come. If I click day 2, Tuesday. If I click day 3, Wednesday. Day 4, Thursday. Right? Now I haven't added, it is multiple selection is going on, so I haven't added that button group here. So to avoid this, we can go with the button group property. We can add up a button group, then it will be single selection, it can only happen here, right? So I think I'll end up now. You people must be aware with how we can handle GUI forms. So kindly practice some of them at your home, at your level, and then if you find difficulties and errors, and then we'll discuss those things later on. Fine.